Good morning to the leader in you. This is Catherine, your host. Today is July 7th. And you know what? We're 7 days into the third quarter. How has your third quarter kicked off? Has it been productive? For those that follow my segment know that I'm big on give your day an assignment, and every 7 days you should see something manifesting in your business, in your family, in your community. The 7 days we're into it. So what has your first 7 days been like? Has it been productive work? Has it just been busy work? Did you use the first 7 days maybe to restructure or reorganize? Here's the thing. If we don't create a plan, if we don't be intentional about every single day and what we do, time will get away. Third quarter is going to be gone before you know it. And then we're going to be in fourth quarter, and you don't want to be the one that says, what happened to 2020? Where did the year go? I didn't accomplish my goals. I allowed circumstances to hinder or prevent me from moving forward. Listen, guys, I know there's so much going on in our community. I'm not numb to that either. There's a lot going on in our community. But my goal with this show is to help stimulate leaders' minds to weather the storm and to think on a different level. That's the purpose of Good Morning to the Leader in You. To awaken the leadership capacity on the inside of you that says, you know what, I know it's catastrophic things going on all around me, but I have to put on my leadership hat. I have to see the reality of what's before me, and then I have to problem solve, and I have to negotiate even with myself on what I am going to do and what I'm not going to do and what I'm not going to concede to and what I'm not going to allow myself to wallow in. Yes, sometimes we have to negotiate with ourselves, because sometimes we find ourselves in a crossroad. And when we find ourselves in a crossroad, sometimes we are like, I want to move forward, but there's so much static in the way. There's so much hindrances in the way. There's so many roadblocks in the way. Maybe I should just ride this one out and wait until 2021. There are a lot of people that might be thinking that right now. Let me just ride this out, lay low, not do much with my business, do much with my dream, do much with my vision that I see, and just ride it out to 2021. Guess what, guys? There will probably be something new coming in 2021 that's going to be catastrophic and difficult. That is the making of a leader, to still thrive in catastrophic situations, to still thrive in turbulent time. Even in my own family, we've had a loved one that has passed on due to COVID-19. It has been a lot going on, even with my mom, who's elderly. And, there's been challenges that we've had to face, right? And I'm sure you have personal stories in your own family that you've had to face. I know many business owners have faced terrible situations in terms of, just keeping their business flowing, right? But here's the thing. If we didn't learn anything else from this past, 4 months experience, is that we have to, like never before, prepare for the future that is not yet here, right? So the question then probably pops up, then how do you prepare for what has not yet come, right? So one of the things that I personally do, I'm always forecasting. That's just one of my go-to things. I forecasted for this quarter. I'm forecasting for the fourth quarter, forecasting for 2021. I'm already even actually looking at 2022 in terms of goals and things that I aspire to hit by that time frame. And so I'm always looking at the financial goals. What financial goals need to be hit? I'm looking at what are my daily action steps. I'm looking at what are my 7-day action steps. What are my monthly, my quarterly action steps that I need to hit my overall end game goal, right? And so I suggest to you, if you have not mapped out your forecast, if you have not mapped out what your goals are, and be very specific with it, and then the action steps, the actual realistic steps that you need to do to make it all work, right? Because a lot of times we have hit and miss days because we never actually mapped out a plan. Now, again, with all of this, I am not saying don't take time for family. I'm not saying don't take time for yourself. You have to recharge. You have to stay grounded with your family. So you put all of that in the schedule. All of that goes in the schedule. The thing is, a lot of times we can be lopsided or imbalanced if we are so much on one side of the fence as opposed to the other, and we're not equally giving to different components of our life. Now, some may say, how can we equally give? Because some components of our life may pull on us more than others, which is true. It's factual. So with that being said, then you have to look at the course of the week. That's why I say every 7 days, right? Particularly if you're a family, you have a family, you're married, you have children, you are the guardian of someone, you're caretaking for someone. That's a lot of movable pieces. And you're trying to build your business. That's a lot of movable pieces. So take it every 7 days. Still have your long-term 2 to 3, 5-year goal, but then still break it down what you need to do. Personally, I think you should have quarterly goals. You know your long-term goals. That's a given. But break it down into quarterly goals, and then you'll know what you need to do every 7 days within that quarter to achieve your goal. Again, we're 7 days into July. What do you feel you've accomplished up to this point? What new partnerships have you made? Or what attempts or emails or calls have you put out there to even garner new partnerships, garner new clients? You know, have you refreshed your marketing material, right? What have you done? Or if you look at your business model, whether it's for-profit or nonprofit, and you say today's July 7th, and it still is a mirror reflection of second quarter, that is a tall tale sign that today, the 7th day, you need to shift the game. You need to switch up some things, and you need to start activating, untapped areas of your business, and start activating untapped areas in yourself, right? You know, sometimes we have so much untapped areas in our own life, and we're stagnant and we're just wallowing. And I know for those of you that follow my show, you may hear me reference this a lot, and it's because I just want to encourage everyone, don't wallow in self-pity. Don't wallow in what you don't have. Don't wallow in what you've lost. Listen, I've lost so many things in my life, in building business, and just different challenges that I've faced, but my father taught me, never to give up, never to quit. My father grew up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He worked on a farm. He, went to the 8th grade, because he had to work on the farm. It wasn't in that time for him to continue his education, but he didn't let that stop him. He then went on to the military. He became sergeant first class. After he retired, he then started his own janitorial business. So he always had a go-getter mindset, and he instilled in me at a young age. And he was the one that planted the seed in me in terms of entrepreneurship, and never giving up, and never allowing anything that people may want to put around you to limit you. It was a season where his family, during that time, just wanted him to just work on the farm. They didn't, he had other aspirations, but they said to him, this is your life, the farm, that's it. But he went beyond that box that they wanted to keep him in. And I say to you, don't allow anyone to put you in a box. If you see greater for yourself, then go get it. Go get it. Will it be hard? Will it be challenging? Yes, but go get it. My father had a saying, I'm about to go out and drum up some business. I remember as a child, he would go out early in the morning when he was going to get new contracts for his cleaning business. He wouldn't come back home until he landed a deal. That was my father's work ethic. I'm about to go out and drum up some business. What business have you drummed up this first 7 days of July with your business? You cannot wait for business to come to you. You have to go out and get it. And how many hours are you putting into building your business, right? Sometimes we put a few little minutes and think something's going to manifest. No, we have to sow seed. We have to till the ground. We have to build. And it has to be consistently done. Consistently done. Listen, this is what I want you to do for the balance of this morning that you have, or whatever time you may be listening to this segment. It may be nighttime and you're listening to this segment. I want you to write down your next 7-day action steps. And also, I have a 7-day strategic planning guide. If you want a copy of that, send me an email, ct@katherinetrotter.com. Of course, my website is www.katherinetrotter.com. But I will send you this that will help you plan out your 7 days. It's a guide I put together specifically just for that, right? So what I'm getting ready to do right now, I am about to cue up some music, and I want you to reflect on what you need to do over the next 7 days. And then send me an email. Let me be your accountability partner. Send me an email, ct@katherinetrotter.com. Let me know what your next 7-day goals are, right? Let's team up, let's work together, and let's execute on your goals. Go out and drum up some business, make it happen. Don't stop until you see yourself manifesting to the level in which you know you're capable of, right? Don't allow anyone to put you in a box or keep you in a box. Continue to strive to hit your goals, and I'm going to see you at the top.